Welcome to Auroraboro, a small town bustling with potential. Are you a gregarious ghoulie getting into government? A naughty necromancer in need of some nasty nightlife? A wayward werewolf wandering the west? Whatever you are, whoever you're looking for, you'll find it down the rural roads of Auroraboro.
And welcome to Outlaws and Old Ones. I am your keeper, Jorge.
Did you quiet down over
No,
there?
I will not.
I am Shannon as Remy McSquemmy.
I am Brian as Robin Renard.
Jorge, shut up. What's up, legends? It's John. I played the world famous P.T. Sinclair.
God.
You always say something before what's up, legends, and that's the greeting, so it never sounds right.
Well, no, I had
Think
to
something
get
else and then hello
I had
is psychotic.
I had to shut you off first, and then so I could address the legends and then introduce myself.
Of which you are not, apparently.
No,
Apparently,
of course
Jorge, he's not. Oof.
No, the legends is
Oh,
everybody
I
else.
I thought you were talking about
Listens
me. I don't claim to be amongst my legends. They
You're
are
above
they are
them,
mine,
I
but I am
guess.
not with
You're
them.
speaking to
Right.
them as they are.
Oh wait, they're
They're
your
the
legends
legends.
now?
Yeah,
They belong to you?
it's like
Whoa,
my,
yeah, they're your legends.
It's
Whoa.
like my. It's like the little
Hold
what
on
the
a
little
second.
monsters are to Lady Gaga. The legends
I
are to
was
me.
literally about to use
Little
the
monsters?
same example, dude. I don't know if they're called the little.
What are the
Are they
little
just the
monsters?
monsters?
Are they just monsters?
The little tiny baby monsters.
What are we?
Little
I don't
teensy
know
tiny
anything about
baby
this.
monsters. She calls her fans her monsters. I don't know
I
if the
now
word
think
little is
that-
involved, but if it is, that's even more cute.
She called them Monstars like Space Jam, but
I
the
think she
first
gets
one,
sued for
not the
Space
second
Jam.
one.
No, I'm pretty sure she
They're the
calls
Goon
them
Squad.
monstars. Her little monstars.
Anyways, this is Outlaws and Old Ones. This is a horror comedy
Bang.
improv
Bang.
show. So be careful for all the horror parts of that. Sometimes
And the
it's-
improv parts of that.
That's probably the hardest part to listen to, like every moment of the time. But for the horror parts, sometimes they're little graphic. So to be careful for that. Anyways, last time we left our outlaws having just, we'll say, acquired the mechanic shop.
Hell yeah!
If you recall, you do have to work there and do have
Right.
to pay the men in black when they come to collect, or else you will be in lots of trouble.
yeah, until we
Ooh.
outfox them.
Yes. So you're
Thank you. Spoiler alert, Jorge. We will outwit them. Thank you.
Jorge
No.
writes note.
Right.
Don't let outlaws.
I
outfox men in
swear.
black.
P.T. Sinclair has found a desk.
Whoa.
Just to,
there is one desk in the office. It used to be Herb's office where he originally found his head way back in the day.
that's the only desk in the whole
In that
place?
office. Yeah.
Okay, PT is dragging that desk out of the office into the open, like pretty close to the front door, like where customers would ostensibly come into the place.
Right.
He's dragging it over to a convenient spot over in that direction.
Okay. It's
not
it's doing
convenient.
that
The screechy.
the really loud screeching against the concrete floor because they're like the metal legs, you know. And it's taken him a while to do that because of his feeble old body, and it's going much slower because your back still is thrown out. Another day has not passed, so like you can't even just like sit there and drag it the whole way. You have to do like a combination of like moving around to the other side and then
And then
pushing.
doing like the
Yep.
And you can't, you have to keep stopping because your back spasms. And, like it doesn't feel good. It's going very, very slowly.
I think at a certain point I've resorted to like having my butt on the far end, pushing it with my backside, just in a way that's like trying to keep my back as still as possible. Like
Yeah,
back
it works
across the
sometimes,
floor.
but other times it's just like so much worse.
So it's not one long screech. It's more like,
Yeah. Yep.
oh
All
god.
sorts of different intervals, completely random, so you never get used to it or anything.
Yeah, you can't even start. Yeah, you just worry about every conversation starter.
What are the rest of you doing?
So what are you doing? PT.
Don't worry
Gonna
about me.
sell your
Look,
wares?
we have to set up. Ow, God. Oh, God. Oh, that was bad. I hit a space in the floor. There was a dip in the floor, and it twinged my vertebrae. Oh, God.
Remy looks over at Robin and doesn't make to help him. Just
Oh,
shakes her
God.
head and
Robin's
takes out her
feet are
flask and
planted.
takes a drink.
Look, I'll do my part.
That desk's supposed to be in
Putting-
the office. It's not.
Putting, like, setting up shop. You do yours, okay? You do the cars, and I do other things.
The shop is set up, my friend. It was
says
set up
you.
for
I'm gonna,
years.
Ow,
While
God!
he's busying himself, I'm gonna go snooping, Robin. You know, I have a feeling there's something. There's gotta be something in here that's not supposed to be here. You know, those men in black are just so spooky. I feel like there's gotta be something mysterious in this mechanic shop.
I mean, I'll
Okay.
take a look. Got to.
So
Either way, we've got to figure out our place of business now.
Yeah. Also, can you? So I'm going exploring.
Mhm.
Tell me the layout. What's going on in this place?
okay, so
Here we go.
Draw
Here we
a
go.
map with your words.
Yep.
Thank you.
If we're looking at it from a bird eye point of view, right? Bird's eye,
Definitely,
if we're looking at it like a blueprint.
there's definitely a kitchen. I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
It's world building. There's a kitchen in there for sure, like a
And-
small
yeah,
one
wait a
with
minute.
like
Miss
with, like,
fucking.
a 1930 some odd equivalent of like a microwave and a mini fridge. You know, like
what
a
do I
like a
hear all the time?
workplace.
Help me
break
write
room.
the story.
Break
We help
room.
write
A
the
break
story.
room.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Cool. So yes, we'll get to the break room. There is a like the bottom. There's the front door, which I'll have used many times, and there's two garage doors that open up. They're both about like 2 car widths.
Okay.
You know, it's like a standard two door garage doors, 2 car garage doors.
Okay.
They do have like that chain that you can pull. That is what you were trying to get to before. They are not automatic. There's no like button to make them automatically go up. You do have to yank them up yourself. And it's like if we're looking at the top, the door's the bottom, and then it's like the 2 garage doors.
Okay.
When you come in, you're immediately in that main garage section, so you would see any cars that are there right away. There is like lining the walls. There's like a few like shelves and stuff, not like working desks, but like places where like there's a bunch of like tools hung up and stuff. And like they got one of those classic red mini shelf tool things that can like roll around.
Yep.
You got one of those. And on the far side from the door that you come in to, there are like 3 doors across the opposite wall. The first one leads into the office. The second one leads into the break room, and the third one leads into the bathroom, of which it is one single unisex bathroom.
Awesome.
Sick.
So-
Unisex?
Is that how forget about it.
That's all good.
Cool. Did I
Neutral?
miss any rooms?
The secret
Don't.
base? No.
Would they gotta have supplies somewhere, right? Where's all the shit?
They're
Is it
mostly
all in the garage?
in the garage.
Yeah.
There's no
on the
like
walls and
storage
stuff, yeah.
area or anything like that.
There, as you're looking around, you do see that on the. So if you come in through the front door that's on the bottom left, and like the 3 rooms I described on the top, on the right side, so like furthest away from the front door, there is like one small storage room.
I'm going right for that storage room.
Okay. You're in the storage room. There's
Okay.
like it's
Whoa.
Is it just like a bunch? Is it like when your parents are hoarders and they have a basement full of stuff and you're just like, whoa.
it's like a small like janitor's closet.
Okay.
And it's like all the walls are all lined with shelves, and unlike the garage where it's like a bunch of tools and shit, this one has like a bunch of boxes that have like scribbled on labels. And if you start rooting around in them at all, you can see that it's mostly car parts.
Okay.
And there's like there's like lying out, like there's a few like steering wheels just out on the shelves, but mostly things are in boxes.
Okay. I'm gonna pick the most untouched looking box, like the newest box, you know,
Mhm.
the one that is the least handled, and I'm gonna look in that box. And I'm just looking for anything out of the ordinary. I'm just gonna root around.
Okay, you pull out the one of the boxes that's like further into the back. It's the one that looks like the corners of it are the crispest. There's the least amount of dust on it. Like the marker on it is the freshest. And you pop it open, and there are like little separators, but it is it's like a pretty large box, and it's filled with more car door windows.
Great. That thing that I just replaced.
Honestly, pretty helpful because I feel like we're gonna blow out a few of those.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, at least we know where this is.
You can see that box has the two missing, right? The one that was originally installed into your car, and then the second one that you
had to
replace.
do again.
which is why it's the freshest
So
box.
I had pulled it out of that box.
Yes.
No, I don't. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. You clearly do not understand what freshest, most untouched box means, but okay.
Maybe that was the most fresh box.
Maybe I was to say.
Are you
All the
looking
rest
for
of the
the
box
of
have
the
been
other
torn
boxes?
open. They're all
Like-
half empty.
You're looking for the oldest box
The
that has been
least
touched in the
handled
least amount of
box
the
is
least
what I
recently.
said.
Yeah. So
Not the box that I just opened an hour ago.
that is the freshest
Why?
and least handled box in the
Least-
storage room, and I will stand by that.
I don't know why there's a difference between the most untouched and the least handled to you.
It is
but
the
I
most
guess
untouched.
what you mean is
All of the other boxes are
Have been touched.
they have dust on them, and they are messed up from having been handled so much. over
Okay,
the
They've
years.
all
I
had
look
that
in the
thing where they're like
oldest
folded in
box.
like underneath
Yes.
each other in that like butterfly pattern, so it's like
Yeah,
it stays closed. You know what I mean?
okay.
Butterfly
I look
pattern's
in
not a
the
thing.
oldest box.
the oldest box. All right.
Yes.
Do a spot hidden check while you're looking for the oldest box. Brian, what is Robin Renard
I'm
doing?
going into the office.
Okay.
My
P.D. Sinclair is still
Yes.
getting the desk to the front door.
is he in
the
the
office.
doorway or is he just still working on it?
Well, he is now.
Oh, I slipped in oil.
Robin is going to simply on the part of the desk that is outside of the door frame is going to hop up onto it.
Yep.
Is going to crouch down and like move through. He's going to go to the other side of the desk. He's going to lift it up and he's going to push it and PT all the way out of the door frame and then drop it.
This time it's a very loud, like that constant screeching of just all the weight on the two legs just being grinded across the concrete.
Oh, my ears, Robert. What the hell?
Drop it and go, "You're welcome." And then I'm going to turn back to the office itself.
Okay. You are now in the
Not where
office.
you could have asked where I wanted it. That's not where I was going to put it. I guess that's where it goes now.
Just right in front of the office door.
Robin's like, "You can keep moving it."
So
No one is stopping you, actually.
There are several forces of nature stopping me. Thank you. Robert.
I'd like to sit in the chair that PT very much left for the desk.
There's
And
only
I would like
so
to
many things I can do at once.
Like to scooch. I literally yell from the chair, go, "I'm keeping this in here. You're not taking this chair."
Good. I don't want it. It looks uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable right now.
it's a classic rolly chair. It is not like of super high quality, but it's
Sure.
comfortable enough. I
It
mean, like
looked
for
low quality.
it is
It's fine.
not high quality. They also don't make stuff that cheap. I feel like in these days, it's all
Correct.
kind of like they didn't figure out how to make stuff super cheap like we got now.
I was
So
gonna
it is
say
still-
they don't know how to hollow out and make it all particle board, fucking
Yeah.
breakable nuts.
but it's not a
They
super
haven't-
nice chair. I mean,
They
it's,
No,
haven't
that's fine.
gotten
So
to
whatever.
the replaceable parts upgrade in Civilization yet.
yes,
My
is
main
that
goal here is to go to the file cabinets and to look for potential financial statements
Yes,
of the previous owners.
there are two file cabinets. One of them you recognize is where he had found Herb's head in an earlier time.
Fucking
Is it
sick.
bloodstained?
I do reach that one and
Tooth crown.
stop, and then go to the next one.
You don't see any
Oh.
blood stains like immediately outside the door. Right now, the drawers all look good on the outside.
Okay.
So you open up another. You start looking through the other drawers in the file cabinet. PT Sinclair, you are outside the office. The desk has been moved directly out, so it is like now in the top left corner of the garage, but it's
We can
not
see the
facing
map.
the way that you want for it to be facing the front door. It is like perpendicular to that.
Okay, I'm gonna move it. And I'm gonna flip it around so that I can get behind it, and then I'm gonna grab some pieces of paper, and then I'm gonna string them together, maybe with some tape, or some sort of way to get them together, and I'm gonna make a banner that says PT's Elixir Corner.
Okay. I
Quite good.
you're pushing it, but you are, I think, still you're not to the point where I need a craft skill check. Like, I can reasonably expect any human being to be able to make that.
Yeah,
So-
I don't want to make it. I don't want
Yeah.
to try to make it look good at all.
No,
To be
yes,
fair,
you
he
can't-
also made the other banner on
I'm
his
sure there's
like,
a
you
can
know,
of spray paint around here.
there's
or
precedent
something,
for
you know,
this.
Yes.
Figure it out.
So you do so the paper you could easily find in one of the drawers of the desk
Yep.
or the file cabinets where Robin Renard is looking through right now. You don't immediately see any string though.
Okay.
Where do you look for string?
I look for string in my shoelaces.
Why?
This is
Okay.
Mine is
important.
gonna look
Look,
awful.
Did
dude.
360 of the room, not even looking at stuff, just did the 360 and went, all right, my shoes are the only option, and started fucking immediately.
It's the only thing that Jorge can't say no to.
I do nothing but say yes.
I was gonna say, oh, he does.
This,
He says yes so often.
This poor shoelace.
so you start pulling out your shoelaces
Pulled
to
out my
make
shoelaces.
Oh
your
my
paper
God.
banner.
Just
Is
force,
he just
not
flopping
even,
around in
not
his
even
shoes
like
now, dude?
using any tools to like make a hole in the paper.
Oh, I know. I
Just-
assume you're like,
Just shoving the aglet
Yeah.
through. Just it's not good.
great. And now
Using-
everybody knows
using
that we
tape.
know the word aglet. Awesome.
Yeah, I
Tape
wasn't-
to
I
repair
wasn't
when you
gonna
definitely go like
reference it.
this and you.
So
That's what
you're
PT's
working on that.
It's
Remy
gonna say
McSquemmy.
PT's Elixir Corner.
Okay, PT's Elixir Corner. How many rows?
You can tell it was
You
like
can have up to 2 rows because you only got 2
he
shoelaces.
was going for PT like the PTs takes up the whole page. Like he was
Yep.
going for he was gonna go straight across, but then he
Birthday
realized he
problem.
didn't have enough room, so it ended up PT's big and then Elixir Corner on top of each other, and it actually turned out looking surprisingly okay given that fact.
You're saying it's giant PT's
Not in the middle.
Elixir Corner.
No. On
It's
the
on
all
one
the way
thing.
to the left, it's PT's
3
taking up-
pieces of paper. The
Yes.
first one's a P, the
First
second
one-
one's a T,
T.
and the third one's an Elixir,
Elixir
Corner.
corner,
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
more or less.
So you only need the 1 shoelace.
Yeah, yes. Hopefully.
Or if you want to really like get it fully going, you probably need to tie 2 shoelaces together so you can like have enough to tie them around the corners.
That's kind of what I expected when I
Cool.
said that. Yeah.
Cool. You're working on that. Remy McSquemmy, you got your successful spot hidden roll. You do find the oldest, most handled box in the place.
World.
Super. Is it really dusty?
It is like one that isn't like closer to the front door because it's like one of the earlier boxes that's been gotten.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite dusty, but the box has been like the structural integrity has been ruined over the years. Times it's been brought in and out.
Okay.
Um,
I'm glad you said that because my first instinct was going to be to shake it, and I feel like that now I know that is not a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm not shaking the
Yes.
box.
This
I'm
one is-
actually deciding not to shake it.
This one's a nice classic UPS medium size box. You can hold it up with your own 2 hands. It ooh. I really was just trying to wait as long as I could, hoping something would come
Something
to me.
hit you there real quick.
Yes, you lift up the box and it is not too heavy. It is like light enough where you can like pick it up and it's not like a huge strain. So it's clearly not full of books. Because come on,
Okay,
y'all ever
stalling.
try to move a bunch of books? Am I right,
You're
guys?
not
Come on.
supposed to. Yeah, you're
Right.
not supposed to
Okay,
overload on books.
I'm gonna-
It
I'm gonna
seems
give it a
easy to load them
gentle,
into
like,
it, but then it,
A gentle. One
no,
of
you got to
these.
do the.
Little shake.
The
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you got to
that's
blow the
next.
dust
Oh,
off.
that's
the
later.
top.
That's
That's
next.
later.
That's
sorry.
next.
That's
I'm
next.
gonna
That's
shake it a
next.
little
You're
bit
right. You're
first.
right. You're right.
What do I hear?
I jumped
uh,
the gun.
there is like
Phew.
something shifts around in the box. You know, when you like move it to one side, there you feel like the weight kind of tumble to the other side of the box, and there's like, I don't have any. There's like,
The Outlaws are in town. They've shot at us 42 times, but we won't go down without.
Oh
a fight.
shit.
I don't have anything I can do the noise on, but like little scratches across the bottom of the box.
Skitter, scratch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Like
just
an
a-
alive thing, scratching.
It's just. a
It's hard to
mongoose.
tell because it stops as soon as the thing like finishes sliding over to the other side
All
of
right,
the
I'm
box.
popping this bitch open. I'm gonna pop it right on the ground. I'm gonna do the
Do you like slam it on the
no,
ground?
no, 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 pop it. You know, just like
Just
place it with purpose. You know, I placed it with purpose on
yeah,
the ground.
The handles of the box that you're holding are like, I guess they probably don't have handles. It's like when you're holding the box, it is like not as sturdy as other boxes. So you do
Okay.
when you place it down, that like it does continue to just kind of shift a little bit, and
Okay.
you hear a little like thump in there.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go blow the dust off of it, and then I'm gonna pop that bitch open. What's inside?
The box is covered over with like black tape, which is different than what you've seen on the other boxes. That is more the kind of standard box colored box tape.
I can't just pop it open.
Well, you're looking at the black tape, and there are like white symbols drawn across the whole strip of black tape. So it doesn't look like particularly strong. You know, it's not like metal or anything. It is still just, it looks like thin like tape. I'm just letting you know that before you rip open the box.
Okay.
And
Okay.
while you're
It
thinking
said-
about that, we're gonna cut back over to Robin Renard, who has been looking
Okay.
through the cabinets. They are all filled with actual folder, like manila folders with just actual files on people. It's
Great.
not like Zamenhof's office where it's the weird scribbles that he does. These are just like normal.
Unreadable doctor's handprint.
Yeah, these are normal mechanic files on people and their cars. So you do actually like, you can look through and you see names of people that you recognize in town and like what vehicle they've had and like when they brought it in for repairs and stuff like that.
And mechanics historically have impeccable handwriting, just really perfect calligraphy.
They do. They're dexterous with their fingers.
I don't know if that's true, but it's true here.
It's here,
There's-
yeah, like it's
That is like,
towns.
it is in fact, they all have the fancy squiggles of
I was gonna say,
calligraphy. there.
They-
You've never noticed Remy's impeccable penmanship? Absolutely gorgeous. I
I feel like
The-
Remy might not be able to spell, guys. I don't know.
Oh no!
if I can find it,
but
I would like to
penmanship on
look
point.
for Geldnar Frugnar.
Okay.
If they have a file on file, and I would also like to see if I can find like a financial. I'm happy to go through all of the files,
Mhm.
but like an accounting. Their accounts, like their books in that case.
Oh, just they're yeah, the mechanic
I'm
shop's
glad I found the
books.
files, but yeah, like the books as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
So you keep looking through that. I'm not going to make you do a library use roll
Okay.
since it's like 2 file cabinets, and it's you can actually
I
just
wonder
search
where
every
it is.
document if you need to.
Not organized through any sort of Dewey Decimal System. It's
There's
really,
it
No.
just says
For
the
sure,
books
no.
on it, and you go, all right, here we go.
They're like, I mean, most of these files are actually like in alphabetical order. They have like
Show
organized,
to the
you know.
IRS.
Okay.
What's the other one say?
Thank you,
Anyway.
John. So you're looking for Gelnard Frugnar and the IRS book.
Yes. While I'm in
God.
while I'm in the personal files, I want to pull out Geldnar Frugnar's if they
Yes.
have one.
PT Sinclair, you have finished making your banner.
Yes.
You have it. You fastened it to the front of the desk, which you have rotated 90 degrees so that it is facing the front door and blocking the office door.
Perfect. And I'm going to just start unloading any of the elixir bottles I have on my person onto the desk in neat little rows, organized by color. I'm sure it's a weird gradient at this point from like what my water skin had started at, and then I started adding like coffee and lemonade and shit. So I'm sure the color sort of changes over time.
Yeah, they're more like murky and dirty, like
Yes.
dishwater gross,
Oh!
like opaque, rather
Weird
than like
sediment
nice,
that's like been
fun-
shaken up from me. Like
Yeah,
you can
Not
see
Harry
that start
Potter
to
potion.
settle and
Thin
separate.
film over. Yeah,
it
like,
sucks.
not the
It's all
fun,
bad.
bright neon of potions. It is just dirty fucking dishwater.
really
all around.
horrifying stuff.
What do you do with all the stuff that's already on the desk, like loose papers and pencils and pens and paperweights?
That's
and-
that's
paint
on the
glitter.
ground in the
Yeah.
office. I had already.
Oh, you swiped it
Yeah,
off the ground.
fully, yep.
Okay, perfect.
so
you're
I
setting
stepped
out
over
your-
those while I'm.
Yeah. You're sending out your elixirs right now. Remy McSquemmy, what have you decided to do with the taped up box?
Okay. So I'm going to remove the tape in such a way, probably with the use of a pocket knife, or I don't know if I have some kind of knife.
There's no
going
way
to
Remy doesn't have a
peel-
pocket knife.
Yeah, I'm going to peel the tape so that it is like all in one piece so I can still read the symbols later, but fully taking it off with no concern for what's inside.
Nice.
Cool. Just some guy TN. I don't want to say anything goes, but most things go.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I mean,
Yeah. I can't say like I will draw the line eventually, but it's pretty high. I
Whatever
will say.
you say, Jorge will try their best to put it into the
I will.
game.
I really will. So yes, you start removing the black tape with the symbols on it.
Mhm.
As soon as you lift it up past the beginning of like the where the two flaps would open up, you see all of the symbols on it do like the and they all like vanish off of the black tape at once.
Uh-oh.
And then there's also like a poof that comes from that little corner of the box that you've opened.
Okay, can I slam it back shut again?
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
Yes.
And I'm going to just like hold myself over it, like hold my chest over the opening and just start yelling, guys, I think I made a mistake.
You start to hear the little scratching on the bottom of the box
dear.
again, and then it starts scurrying a little bit, and it starts moving over to like one of the sides of the box. So you're holding it down.
Okay.
Robin Renard,
What the hell's going on back there?
you've just found Gelnard Frugnar's file, and
Damn it.
can you do that accent, Brian?
What? Oh,
Morgan?
that's oof. No.
I feel like you're kidding.
That
But
that's when she knew she fucked up.
She fucked up.
Yes. You found Gelnard Frugnar's file. You see that it is this file. There's a bunch of information, but it is mostly been redacted.
What?
It's just like
Classic.
there's just like the
Damn.
classic black marker
Classic
lines all
mayor
over it.
shit.
Son of bitch.
And that's
Wait,
when you hear Remy McSquemmy yell out, "Guys!"
I'm gonna put the file on the top of the cabinet and try to leave the office towards where Remy is. What's going on?
I found a
And then-
liquor bottle right last week. I went looking
Yeah,
for a liquor
Sounds right.
bottle.
You found one in the drawer, right?
What was that? What was it? I don't
was-
think we ever even talked about it.
Brown
no,
stuff.
it's just like a whiskey.
Sick.
Brown.
Okay,
Bottle of brown.
I'm putting that into empty vial, along with a splash of whatever
it's a
I
courage
have
elixir.
in my
Yes.
canteen.
You've set out all of your stuff, and you're starting to do that, and that's when you hear Remy McSwimmy say, "Guys," and you see Robin Renard start coming out of the office.
What's up? Did you say something?
You look. I point over at where Remy.
What?
Are you in the? Is Remy in the garage, like the main area?
I'm in the storage unit, which is
Oh.
like to the side of those doors.
Yeah, I
that
assume
you
the door
came
was
out of.
open still.
Yeah,
okay,
door
but
wide
still
open.
over there.
I'm
Okay.
on the floor. It's like a janitor's closet, right? I'm on the floor in the middle of the room, like sitting on the ground and then bent over it so that my chest is like on top of the box, like blocking whatever is inside of it in the box.
Okay.
So I'm in a very awkward position, just like on the ground, splayed across this box.
Try to move.
Hey
I'm trying to move
guys.
past PT Sinclair. Just hold one sec. Could you move? Could you?
Do you-
This is really.
Look, I'm doing important business. Is there something I can help you with?
you could help our friend over there with whatever issue is happening. And I start to move past. And
Well, just
walk
say
over.
that next time and don't be obtuse.
She said, guys. All right, Remy, what's going on? And I'm going to storm over.
So, I found this box and I had a feeling there was something cool in it, and it has this black tape on it, which maybe you can see a little bit of,
Whoa.
and it had these white
Cool
symbols all
box.
over it. And then I tried to open it, and then they kind of disappeared, and this puff of smoke came out, and then I was like, oop. So I'm covering something in here, but I don't know what's in here. But I can hear something scratching around. There's
You hear
something in
the-
this box.
Can we
The
also hear the,
scurrying go up the side of the box, and you hear like the little.
Oh god, can I feel it?
You're starting to feel the vibrations as it moves up the box. In the corner where you put the tape back down, you see something poke directly through the tape.
Oh,
It does look like one like long talon that is then just like it starts at the one side of the box and it slowly starts sliding down,
Hey.
like opening the tape.
No.
And it's like
no.
coming right
God.
towards you because you're like on top of the box, like this, right?
Oh my god.
So you
Okay.
see like
Remy, you gotta
that
move.
little nail slowly coming your way.
Shit. I take the bottle of whiskey and I pour it on the. I just like splash the talon with it. I don't know. Look, I don't know. I'm
Okay.
trying. I'm getting in the mix. I'm trying to be a collaborator.
Remy, inspired by this action, pulls out
You're
her
fucking
flask,
collaborating
and
here.
it being a small brick of metal, like attempts to just like put it between herself and the talon, so that ding.
Yeah. So the talon hits the flask and like stops at it, and PT Sinclair is pouring the whiskey into the box, and you're hearing like as if like something is like receiving the whiskey and
Maybe
spitting
it's
it
a
up within the
lightweight. I
box.
Maybe
don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's allergic.
Maybe it's allergic. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Robert, for being
didn't know.
nice.
It's maybe. Oh yeah.
What are you doing, Robin Renard?
is there anything written on this box, or is it just a completely?
The other boxes have like single words or stuff scribbled
Yeah,
out that just
exactly.
kind of implies it's in the box. This one just has an X on the side of it.
Okay.
Maybe it's just
Great.
sleepy now. It might.
Perhaps.
That's how I get when I have a nip of whiskey.
If that's the case, I am going to, I will kind of go to the other side that Remy's on,
Mhm.
the other side of the box from Remy, and I'm going to basically try to do the equivalent of physically doing the sand and the idol thing, so that I like cover the top of the box so that Remy can get out of the danger.
Ah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're covering the other half of the box. Remy, you would put your flask in the way of the nail,
Yeah.
which does like curves a little bit and starts like actually stabbing into the side and then
Oh.
starting to cut through the metal.
Oh.
And it's still coming
Oh,
towards you.
shit.
Okay. Yeah. I'm fully standing up and I'm pulling out my baseball bat.
It was as soon as you get up and release the tension, like the nail flies to the end of the box, like with the flask poked onto it, and it hits the end of the box, and you've gotten up, and then you see it stop for a moment before it starts just coming down the side of the box, no longer just opening up the tape.
God.
I'm not gonna start bashing just yet. I'm not gonna bash.
I'm gonna go grab my shotgun, wherever that is.
How is this thing?
I'm gonna wait and see.
Oh, no.
Somebody watched Friday the 13th too recently. Is all I can- Fuck, Nightmare on Elm Street. God damn it, I always do that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not like a blade though. It is just a long talon
Okay.
nail.
Literally all I could picture is the scene with Freddy in the bathtub with his
Oh, because you just watched Friday the.
'Cause I
well,
did
you
just
Nightmare on
watch
Elm Street.
Nightmare on
Yeah.
Elm
Friday on Elm Street, yeah.
Friday on Elm Street.
Friday on Elm
Nightmare,
Street.
Nightmare
Friday
the
the
13th,
Elm Street.
yeah.
Friday on Elm Street.
Yeah. Remy McSquemmy, you're the only one who can see the side of the box where the nail has like come down the actual wall of it.
All right, it's coming out. I don't know what it is. Maybe we should be nice to it. I don't know.
It's all the way down, and then you see like multiple nails like poke into the slit that has been made.
Hey, who's in there? We're friends. I let you out, remember?
And when it starts pulling the box open, like a bunch of smoke starts pouring out.
At that point, I'm gonna stand up and back away from the box.
It's coming out. It's coming out.
Yeah, I think my shotgun is probably on the desk or maybe behind the desk, leaned up against it. So I'm gonna go grab that.
You're going back for your shotgun.
Yeah.
Over by the desk. Cool. So you leave. Now it's just Robin, Renard, and Remy McSquemmy staring at the side of the box. When the smoke starts to the smoke is still like coming out and going up, and it's not like filling up the room. It's not like fire smoke, it's just like
Yeah.
like haunted house, like fog,
Like
Fog machine, yes.
billowing.
Fog
Yeah.
machine,
Yeah. And out of that fog emerges something that is like pretty much the height. It's like a very small, it's not any taller than the box really. And I know what you did last Friday on Elm Street for Halloween. Yes, thank you. You should have come for our Halloween episodes. We were all over the place with that.
Yay.
We were.
Halloween Village.
It is a
Legally
tiny
distinct.
little green. You think maybe if like a toad became a person, is what the body looks like almost.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my
It's got that
That's-
kind of like that fatter body, but with like the thin kind of like longer limbs.
Okay.
Instead of like webbed hands, though, it has like longer fingers with like the big talons coming out of the end, and the top part is like it is almost like a toad head, but a little bit of a longer snout, and it's got like teeth that the kind of teeth that go past the jaw, so it's like the
Horrible.
teeth are doing one of those guys, one of those classic like the
Oh.
teeth are like way past each
Interlocked,
other.
so
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
it is. You know what?
I was
It's
gonna say,
like
is this zit or is this pimple or
Battletoad?
rash or whatever the
I would
disgusting
say
names they have?
it's like were battle toads. Like instead of a
Ooh.
werewolf, like a were battle toad, but tiny. Battle toads
small.
are actually human sized, so it's a little different.
PT
Like if you
comes
were
They're
a
also
kid
jacked to
and
the
you-
gills.
They're fucking jacked in battle toads.
PT comes in with the shotgun and looks at this thing and says, "Friend or foe?"
It still has the flask on the end of one of its finger, like its right index finger, and it you just see it like tilt back its head and like drink from through the hole that it made into the flask.
Shotgun
Hey,
your
this
flask.
guy knows what's
it's an
up.
alcoholic.
I made
He
it
knows
an
how to
alcoholic.
party.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, it's a wino.
Did you say you shotgunned the flask, John?
No, I said
Oh,
he's
it's
shotgunning
shotgun-
the glass.
yeah.
He's shotgunning. Nah.
It can't really because it doesn't even have like lips to like.
Ew.
It's got lips, but they don't have like they're not like human lips where you can more carefully. It's got like the little bit of the longer snout and all the teeth and everything. So it's really just kind of opening in its mouth a little bit, and you're just watching like
Drizzling it over its teeth.
He might not have lips, but it does have a yearning to
a
party.
lot of tooth.
it does start with a little
Very
drizzle, so
toothy.
it puts its other index finger in there and like opens it up a little bit so that it's really gross because it is just kind of like a spray of alcohol that comes down to it, and you're watching it get like all over it and all over its teeth and weird head and down its horrible little toad body.
Oh.
Can I roll a mythos roll?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll allow
a mythos roll.
Can I also do that?
Bam,
Short
bam.
drunk with bad teeth sounds like my ex.
God,
Oh God. What is with
Close.
these fucking rolls,
Fumble.
dude?
Remember that we allow one roll per person,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and it
last
is
week, I fumbled fucking everything.
the
I don't think I rolled successfully
the
at all
streak
last week. And now
continues.
that
I
streak,
stole
yeah,
all
keeps
your
still
rolls
going.
last week, dude.
You stole everyone's
Yes.
rolls last week.
Yeah.
So you immediately you look at it and you're trying to figure out what it is that you're seeing here, and you immediately misidentify it as like the Mount Bog Toad monster who emits
Oh, these are friendly. I've seen these before.
you know that
What's
they're
the
quite
name of it?
the Mount Bog Toad monster, which while being quite friendly, consistently emits a poisonous gas and therefore needs to be killed immediately.
We have to. So they are friendly, but you do have to murder them. It's a really grisly situation. But yes, I am familiar with these, and you should probably off it pretty quick.
Is Remy a character in Skyrim that steals a sweet roll? I don't know anything about that.
That's a character in the past of the guards. The guards have a story where someone just steals their sweet roll, right? Is that the line?
I think
there's a voice line that the guards say. Or no, the guard says that to you. He says you look like you look like someone stole your sweet roll.
So, yes, PT Sinclair has just let you all know that you need to kill it immediately. What do you do? It's just
what
finished.
What was his reasoning?
I gotta lie, I'm a little skeptical.
Did he mention the poison gas?
I did not say it. No.
Okay.
The small creature finishes downing the flask and then like throws it off to the side, and he's like,
I don't know. You know, Remy's standing there with baseball bat in hand, like very jumpy and ready to swing, but also just like PT, I can't say I trust your judgment fully at this point, my friend. I have to be honest with you. And you know, this thing has the same taste in alcohol as me.
Look,
so...
I brought you into the inner circle like yesterday.
Definitely not that moment.
I told you I laid myself bare for both of you, my dear friends.
While he's doing this, I'm looking through the box itself.
Sorry, PT Sinclair, you feel that you and your friends are in danger right now. If you don't kill that toad immediately, this is an Old Yeller moment for you. If they are not helping, you're feeling compelled to try to end the life of this creature.
I need to be clear to you both, that I would never lead you astray, and I hope that my recent bout of severe truthing would help you along to that realization. You need to kill this thing immediately. It must die.
Has this little critter said anything to us, or it's just making those little gurgly noises?
This is happening very quickly. I mean, he looks like he's more. They look like they've been more preoccupied with the drinking than anything. Yeah. You haven't really even gotten an idea of whether it can talk yet or not. Robin, Renard, you've peeked over into the box and there's nothing else in there.
Okay, listen, guys. I'm gonna close this creature in this room. Okay, you guys get out. I'm gonna lure it in here with a flask, and we're just gonna lock it in here. So
you're going to suffocate and die. It emits a poisonous gas, and it's going to kill you.
It will stay in here.
I will not allow that to happen.
And you will leave the room.
I'm gonna take a swing on it with my shotgun. I'm like gonna just bat at it.
And why aren't you shooting it?
We're in a small enclosed space full of friends.
And like there's another function that would
because I'm
get your goal faster with that thing you have in your hand.
Because I'm standing opposite Remy.
Okay.
On the other side of it.
Shoot me.
Swing at it with your shotgun. That's a fighting brawl. It is not a shotgun roll.
Where's my fighting brawl? That's not bad.
Fighting brawl.
Yo.
Jeez.
That's not good. I wanted to fail that one.
I just want a friend.
Yes, let me roll for the creature and come up with stats while I'm rolling. But before I've rolled. Yep.
Jorge, when you look sideways, everyone can tell that you're...
That I'm what?
Yeah, when you do the little like side eye.
I was gonna say, I do want to say this situation is entirely self-inflicted because John voluntarily asked for a Cthulhu Mythos roll, which he fumbled.
Correct.
Your aim is true, and you got a hard success?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you bash it.
Okay.
Do a what's the
boy.
closest to a shotgun and weapon?
I have a shotgun.
Some sort of club
like
or
a
bat.
like a club.
Yeah, 'cause it's just a fucking
bat?
bludgeoning. It's a blunt weapon sort of thing. Yeah,
like a baseball bat's probably a little
baseball
better
bat,
at bludgeoning than a shotgun.
Well,
right?
baseball bat is 1d8, so maybe just make it like a
D6.
1d6.
I also have a damage bonus.
Why do you have a damage?
You're not
Big
so
boy.
big. Why do you have a damage
Bunch of big
bonus?
fuckers over
Because
here.
I'm a big boy.
Bunch of
You're
big strong fuckers
What's your
over here.
size?
I'm 75 size.
But it's also your strength. It's your strength and your size together.
I'm gonna do club small, which is 1d6 plus damage bonus.
There you go.
1d6 plus 1d4.
Ow.
Jeez.
6.
Okay, and let me do.
Help!
Woo. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do.
Don't want this episode to just be we murder a little creature.
Look, that's what happens.
Well,
when
don't
you
roll a fumble
fumble
next
Cthulhu
time.
Mythos.
Look, it's a fucking. What did you say?
Get some better luck, my friend.
What did you fucking say?
It
Toad bog swan.
The-
What?
Mount Bog
Mount
Toad
Bog Toad Monster.
Mount Bog.
MBTM.
Toad, yes.
MBTM.
I call
Yes.
them TMNTs.
You're going to jail for that.
Yes, you bash him. He does not seem like super hurt by it, but it was like a good solid hit, and as soon as you hit him, he goes.
Fucking gremlin.
Oh,
jacket.
what are you doing?
Oh!
You're not going to kill my friends with your poisonous gas.
And then he turns into gas himself. Like he all of a sudden does like the vampire like poof,
I told
And
you.
flying into your shotgun.
Oh.
PT, you
just-
drop that shotgun right now. Everybody get out of this room.
He just flies right up the front barrel of it.
I fire.
You roll.
I jump out of the way. If it is pointed anywhere near me, I am leaping. Remy has been shot so many times, bro.
So you pull the well, you can't yet because it's not your turn. It is.
Okay.
Who's faster between the rest of you?
Can I react to it doing it? by
My dex
pulling
is a
the trigger?
45.
Yeah, that's fine.
55.
Remy goes.
Remy, go. Remy, you go.
Okay, what's
Remy, you go.
hang on.
It has died.
Okay, so
it
he
dove
hits him with
into
the
barrel of my
shotgun.
shotgun.
He hits it with the shotgun
It
and then
spoke words and
it said words and then jumped into the shotgun.
Yes.
as a guess.
Okay. I am
You got it.
I'm trying to knock PT out of the room. Like my goal now is to like clothesline my friends out of the storage room and like shut this guy in the closet. So I'm just under his shotgun arm, like trying to clothesline PT.
Okay, so are you trying to get him to drop the shotgun?
I mean, if he drops it, that's great. Yeah, I'm trying to get
Oh.
him like out of the room, and to
But
I
are you-
assume he will drop the shotgun as I am.
He may not. Like unless you're actually making a move to get him to drop the shotgun, then he
Disarm.
will
Yeah.
probably be allowed to keep the shotgun.
Okay, then I will clothesline
was a
him
frail
on
old
top
man.
of his shotgun arm with the intention of throwing him down and making him drop the shotgun.
There you
Okay. PT, when they're doing this, do you resist at all?
Yes, I do. For your own good. Is this for your safety?
Then you both do fighting brawl.
Oh goodness!
Okay.
Best of luck.
Jesus.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
there you go. There
no.
and there it is. That's
Are you kidding me, dude?
so funny. The
If
one
I get
time.
shot, I'm leaving.
It's
Remy
not-
is leaving.
No.
town.
No,
It's
no,
not a-
he basically just strong arms you. You know,
Yeah,
he
I
like
know,
he
I
like
know.
just
He
like,
no sells
he
the
does-
lariat.
yeah, he
and
does
just
one of those,
fucking
like-
I need these rolls for important things. Not fighting my friends.
Great. Well, check mark your fighting brawl, bro.
That's
Good point.
so you are not able to like clothesline him or separate him from the shotgun or
Do I
anything.
just bounce off? Like,
I mean, you can keep running past him if you want. Like he's not like trying to knock you down or anything, but it's like hitting a brick wall. Like
Remy has a newfound self-preservation from being Tommy gunned
Healthy.
to fuck. So yeah, sprinting out of the room. Absolutely leaving.
Cool. Robin Renard.
Fuck me. I will. Are we okay? You said it's like a janitor's closet in the storage space.
Mhm.
So like one person can be in there, maybe two or three, or
look
is
at-
it just like
Like in a high school TV show janitor's closet where there's enough room for people to make out and then another person to walk in on them, you know?
what an incredibly correct way to describe that.
Really good.
And we don't
Um,
know if the shotgun that PT is holding is possessed or not. We just know that something perhaps is in it.
It contains, by definition, a ghost, dude. a flying gaseous creature of
Sounds-
unknown
sounds
origin.
Bunch of
to me.
fart
That
gases
is
That's a
in
not
there,
fucking
I
the
ghost,
guess.
definition of ghost.
Oh, it's a fart gun now.
Fucking go soon.
Um,
Okay, fart gun. Sure, that's much better.
Can,
Much more Cthulhu myth. Do you like that, Jorge? Is that good for you?
I
that
love
what you
fart
wanted?
gun. I don't...
I'm gonna.
I'm not against fart gun.
I'm out of here.
I would, you know what? My old friend who is old, I'm gonna fucking trust him on this, even though it spoke English, and I don't know that he's talking about an MBTM, so I can't counter any knowledge I might have of it. I simply know he thinks it's dangerous. I am going to leave the storage closet, and I am going to tell him not to shoot. That's all I'll say. Is get your finger off the trigger.
And just some guy. I find that your janitor's closet was also their break room to be a sad thing. The janitor should be allowed to take break in the teacher's break room.
Fucking
Here's
Demeaning.
the thing.
classist.
Here's what I'll say to that.
dude.
If I was a janitor and I had to clean up after these fuckers all day, I probably wouldn't want to break with them either.
That's fair.
That's fair, but you should
Ah.
have that choice.
Then you should have your
But yeah,
own
the
tab.
You should be
availability.
invited to
feel-
the
they
teacher's
probably
break room.
do, right? They probably have the choice. I hope.
I would just pee in their coffee.
Mm. Do you think the
That's how you
janitor
make
makes the
friends.
coffee?
Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not saying whether
No,
they
but
make the
there's
coffee or not.
coffee and
I'm simply
nobody's
saying,
guarding it.
yeah, just there was coffee there and you'd pee in it. That's all.
And also, pee is hot and
That's all-
coffee's
that's
hot. So
all
you
I'm
know
trying
who
to
would know the
say.
difference.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that the janitor is responsible for any
Diabolical.
culinary
I-
issues for the teachers, but it's just simply that I would take if I resented them that much, I would piss in their coffee.
I don't think you guys understand the risks involved with actively peeing in somebody's coffee. Like they're not guarded, but it's always like near them. It's their coffee. Teachers love their coffee.
Hot box in the
Fuck.
back.
Dude, if I was the janitor, I would be hotboxing in my break room,
It's
bro.
like a sick school.
Yeah, if anything, the teachers
God,
should be like sometimes invited to go hotbox with
To
the
the
janitor
cool-
in
yeah,
their break
like-
room.
But the
Right,
janitor's
yeah.
like fucking like Tommy Chong, dude. Can you imagine if,
I was
if
thinking-
Tommy Chong was the janitor at your school, dude? That'd be fucking sweet.
I was thinking Joe Dirt, honestly, but
no,
PT Sinclair,
not cool.
Mulleted
Not
David
cool
Spade.
enough.
Yes.
you're holding the shotgun. You know that the smoke or fog just poured in there. You know that Robin Renard just told you not to shoot. You also believe this fog to be poisonous.
I feel like I need to.
Oh, can I roll a Cthulhu Mythos?
No. At this point, I feel like I've played along enough where
Long
I,
enough.
I want to think of something to roll to like break myself of this.
Of an incredibly bad idea.
And if I fuck up the roll, I'll keep playing along. And I
Okay.
just don't know what to roll.
What's your
Why?
idea?
Yeah, what?
Because right now you have nothing really.
You think it's an MBTM and it's fucking.
So I think that the
My bottom.
MBTM can emit a poisonous gas.
Correct.
I didn't think that it could turn into
Is a
Put a
poison.
bucket
Correct.
over it,
So
dude.
is there something I can roll to try and disambiguate this?
I will allow you to push your Cthulhu Mythos roll
Oh,
in order to try to remedy the effects.
great. Make sure you roll a 13 or lower.
Well, I just rolled a 6, so let's do it.
That was you. That's what I thought.
Eh,
Exactly what I thought.
got 47 luck.
What did you fucking expect?
Yeah, I do.
Oh wait, you can't
Yeah,
use luck on a
Shannon, I
push
do.
though, right?
You can't, not on a push roll. I don't think so.
Bummies.
I pulled the trigger on the gun.
Okay. The you
I got
have-
you right where I want you.
You are fully convinced it's a MBTM. So you're gonna have a very difficult time breaking yourself of that notion now.
Yep,
You've like
that's
really
fair.
locked it in.
Yep.
You pull the trigger and you immediately hear the click of when it malfunctions.
It's jammed, yeah.
It's jammed.
Okay. Everyone get out. Everyone get out of the room. Everyone run quickly.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. It's a gas now. It's gonna poison us and we're gonna die. And then I'm gonna drop the gun and start running away.
Okay.
Remy is going to slam the door closed behind PT.
As soon as everybody's out. Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so you're all outside of the closet now. The shotgun is inside the closet. And
Yep.
you see this like green smoke start to come in from under the door,
Fuck.
and it reforms right in front of the door into the little creature. And it goes, "Ah!"
Ah!
Hey, buddy.
Ah!
You like Remy pulls out another flask. You like this guy? Just gonna unscrew the top and waft it that way a little bit. You like this? Smells pretty
Oh.
good, huh?
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Whoa, wait. Let me. Wait. Whoa. Okay. Let me think for one. Yeah.
Oh my
PT 's
God.
running-
Toss that over.
PT's running to like doors, like opening doors, throwing open windows, like trying to make sure there's as much open ventilation in this place as possible.
That's
Remy has a lot of flasks.
Several
Whatever
flasks.
number
Your
you're
question,
thinking, plus
yeah.
one is
Plus-
usually
plus
the
at least
answer.
one, yeah. I at one point had gotten rid of every flask, but I have
Got a
many
new
more
collection.
again now.
Restocked.
Restock.
So, do you toss the flask to the little creature?
Yes.
They immediately take it and start. They have to do the thing. They have like the long nails, so they have to hold it with both hands.
With the
Just
palms,
pouring it over all their little teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're just going.
Oh.
You're seeing like a weird little, like cartoons when I feel like it's like in Beetlejuice all the time. When people have like those worm tongues with the weird little rings around it. It's like a
Exactly
little,
Beetlejuice,
little wrangly one like that. You just see it
or
like,
like nightmare.
writhing around as it's pouring in the full flask of stuff, and it tosses it to the side, and it like tries to wipe its mouth a little bit, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna kill that one.
Whoa, wait,
on.
hang on,
And
hold on.
they point over at PT's general direction. It's not dead on. Like, it's a little
Oh,
off.
it's 'cause this little guy's hammer.
Buddy, you're gonna
dude.
need to sit down.
And-
I mean,
That's where we're
Buddy,
gonna take a quick
let me-
break.
Let me give you some water. Let me give you some water.
Need a cup of coffee, man. You gotta sit down and eat some bread.
all right.
Don't
Don't
worry.
just don't
Don't
worry
fret.
at all, because we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
And we're back. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
We're doing this.
We're back
I just saw
and
the "What's Up" commercial
we've got
again. By the
beer.
way, What's Up?
Ah.
Commercial fucking rules, dude. Anyways, yes, the little creature is like kind of aiming over in the direction of PT Sinclair, and they're like, I'm gonna kill that one.
No. Listen, this is a big misunderstanding. Clearly, you don't want to do that. He didn't even mean to. He's an old man. He's very clumsy. I think he's just having an episode right now. But it seems like you seem okay. What's your deal? What do you have going on? Why are you in that box?
Where he's like, oh, excuse me, I have this, I have to take care of this. Just okay. Yeah, it has to be one of these three fuzzy images in front of me.
No.
Why don't we
no,
get
no.
you a seat? And I'm gonna get you some water, and we can go from there. You see, it's very. I get it. I've been there before. It's better to sit and think before you clear your head before you do anything else. Okay?
No, I know. He gave me the
I'm rushing. I'm going over and I'm finding like I'm gonna search for like mechanics coveralls, any like spares, and fold them up into a little cushion and try to put it down and like guide him
look.
to sit at a certain point.
Look, I have these crackers. I pull out the crackers in my pocket from feeding Seymour the dog. Look, you want some
Whoa!
snacks? Would you like these crackers?
Call
Just,
back.
you seem a little hangry. Maybe you just need to like sit down. We can talk this out. It's all gonna be good.
No, I don't eat crackers.
Oh, but look at these. They're so. Oh man. Oh, these are really. Remy's like.
What do you eat?
These are so tasty. They're crackers. I have crackers.
What do you eat? Sir?
What do you eat?
Crackers are okay.
Then you eat the crackers.
Well, what do you? I'm trying to get you.
He starts standing up again. He's like, I'm just gonna go take care of
No.
this real fast, and then we can talk. And he's like walking past Joe, and he's got like his hands up.
Remy simply puts one hand out and goes blap. Because I'm assuming he's very small, right?
He is. They are quite small.
Okay.
PT
Yeah,
is.
I just put it. You know, like when somebody tries to stand up and you just like put your hand on their
Yeah.
shoulder. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do one of those.
PT is had a car once. I think is familiar with
no.
his car stuff, and I think knows that mechanics should probably have face masks somewhere, like good face masks. This is like fumes and shit, you know. There's a lot of fluids. Should probably have face masks. So he's looking for some sort of like filtered face mask. He also lived through the Spanish flu, so like, come on.
Also, I think this creature eats
So did I. Yeah.
children now. I think that's
I
canon,
think
dude.
it's fresh enough in this part of in the 30s where we all would have.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a filtered mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of them. I'm trying to save everybody.
Yes.
I'm the
Remy,
hero in this.
Remy McSquemmy, you put your hand down to try to like get him to stay seated, and he goes like yeah, and he does like a diagonal swipe at you when you reach your hand out
Okay.
to them, but misses.
Great.
Yeah, because he's drunk. This is fun.
You
Is
know,
he rolling with a penalty die?
Yes.
listen.
Amazing.
I didn't come at you with a weapon. I'm the one who opened your box, man. I let you out. Isn't that why were you in that box?
Why are you in my closet?
I was exploring.
Yours?
This is my place now.
I'm gonna.
This is
I'm gonna,
our place.
I'm gonna gently go from behind, and I'm going to put my two arms under their arms, and I'm just gonna gently try to put them back down on the on the little seat I made for him.
When you
Okay, buddy. Okay.
when you walk up behind them, they do like a spinning yeah, and doing the thing again. This time manages. Wait, I have to do one more penalty die because it's the same. No, he also
Same
misses.
combat
So he does like if it wasn't for that last penalty die, he does
Oh,
one of those like spin all the way around and keep spinning after having missed.
Complete 360.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of.
That's
Okay.
true. You gotta let him come out in their time.
Hey, buddy. Do you have? Can I do the move of like sitting him back down from
Yeah.
miss? Or okay, cool. I'm gonna do that move. Hey, buddy. Do you have a name? Because buddy's fine, but it's not. If you have a name, I'd rather call you
It
that.
doesn't do you justice.
My name, okay. No, I'm good. My friends call me Gore Blocks.
Gore blocks.
Gore blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Hello,
that's
Gore
an
blocks.
awesome name.
I'm
with
Robin.
the X.
Ooh.
Gore Blocks.
Very good, Gorblocks. Not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. Gorblocks.
What is PT Sinclair doing?
Pleasure to meet you.
Did I find the masks?
I'm Robin.
Roll a luck check or a spot hidden check. We'll say
Oh,
Say
damn it.
spot hidden check.
Aw.
Get you a chance
Increase
to...
this shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me
get you a
increase
chance to
it. Yes!
There we go. Hard.
Oh, yes. Checkmark that
Yes.
shit.
Spend one luck for an extreme.
You do actually find like a small box labeled masks inside of the storage room, which you have to. I assume you open the door to go look for it.
Yeah.
Walking past the whole scene.
Yep. Rip that shit open, pulling out a bunch of them.
Gore blocks, the Eldritch version of Lego. It's actually gore blocks.
Gore blocks.
Gore
Which is
blocks.
even more the Eldritch.
More the
Even
Eldritch version
more
of
Lego, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody make a jingle for Gore blocks.
And Gore blocks sees that PT Sinclair has walked past and is going into the closet, and they start getting up, and they're doing that thing where it's like hands first on the ground to try to like stand up.
But Gorblocks, please. Gorblocks.
he-
He's an old man. It's not even. Don't.
Is he wearing any kind of clothing?
No.
Does he have fur? Or like,
No.
does he have a scruff from which I can pick him up
Here,
No,
on the
quickly,
back of his neck?
quickly, take these. Take these. Put these on quickly. You're going to die. Don't breathe. Don't breathe in. You sometimes you can't smell the gas.
Is there
that
any
it's
more
putting
gas?
off.
I was gonna say, is there any more like smoke or gas?
It doesn't.
No.
Sometimes it doesn't have any smell or taste. Put these on quickly. Protect yourselves. And then I go and I grab some of PT Sinclair's world famous elixirs off of the off of the desk. And I take one.
Okay,
and
wait.
Then I say, take these.
40
take
moves
These.
in the
Take
These
they'll
things are on
protect you.
opposite ends of the garage. You are in the closet right now.
Sprinting.
You are. They're still dealing with gore blocks. You just got there. Gore blocks is trying to go up to get you. You just asked about Remy. You just asked about his skin. Their skin. It is like not.
skin.
It's not scaly, but it doesn't look like soft and rubbery like a frog. It looks rough, like a Komodo dragon, you know, where it's not like the scales of a snake, but it is like that tougher looking skin.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like maybe it is
like,
still scales, but it doesn't, it doesn't look like individual little flaps.
He's like pretty small, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was able to fit into a box and not have like headroom issue. Like he wasn't like
Okay, so
folded up.
I'm gonna pick him up like you would pick up a stuffed animal that you really love, like by the shoulders where you're looking it in the eye, and I'm gonna plop him down and I'm gonna leave my hands on his shoulders. Listen, Gorebox.
Well,
I want to get to know you a little bit, man. I'm a very kind and friendly person. I let you out of this box. You can trust me. You gotta. Who else do you know in this world? Just tell me what your deal is. It's okay. We're a good group of people, despite my chaotic and insane and possibly deranged friend. It's okay. We won't let him hurt you.
use your one of your positive social skills. I forget what they're called. Sure. And they're
What?
so you say that to them, and they're like, oh, okay. So that one's not gonna try to kill me.
I walk over to PT at this point.
He's just having a little tantrum. We've had a long month in this town, and it's been very demanding on him, and he just needs a little break.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Robert, drink this, and then put this on quickly. There's no time. You have to do this now.
I take the vial from him and I simply put it in my pocket.
No, protect yourself.
I slap his hand down. I go,
ow!
There's no gas anymore.
My old skin is like paper.
ET, do you take any of the elixirs yourself?
Yeah, I took one. Yeah.
Roll snake oil forgery just in case you fumble.
Game.
Yo,
Neutrogena soap. I just saw
normal. It does taste like fucking.
He
dog
needs
shit,
some Aquaphor,
extra
dude.
strength daily moisturizer. Yeah,
I spit out some particulate that was in there.
Oh yeah.
In your mask?
No, yeah, into the mask.
Like coffee.
I forget that it's there.
Yes, so
I feel like it has the consistency of pulp, and you don't know. You hope it's one of the ones that had orange juice in it.
Oh, otherwise that's a lot of gnats, dude. That's what I'm imagining. A pulp amount of gnats. I'm sorry, right?
ET, what the hell do you think this thing is anyway?
I told you, it's a toad from the Mount
Bog Toad monster.
It's a
You think it's an
monster.
MBTF?
It's a creature. Yes, it has poisonous gas. You have to protect yourself. The elixir will help, and then the mask will do some more stuff, I guess. But mostly the elixir.
I
have to tell you, your elixirs don't work on that.
Well, look, Robert, I told you that in confidence. I don't know why you have to bring this up now.
No, what I'm trying to
look,
save something's life.
I told you that there was sometimes that they were bad, and that sometimes they are not bad.
I'm not even. What I'm saying is, how is that going to save us from a poison gas? Which, by the way, I do a big sniff, like a. I don't smell or taste or see anything.
It coats the tracheal passages. It helps protect your airways. Why are you questioning me, a science man, about the thing that I've been doing for my entire life? You should be listening to me.
You know I've been there.
Hey, respect your elders. You listen to me. It coats the tracheal passageways. It helps you with the breathing. I've already said that the gases that it emits can be odorless. It's like carbon monoxide, if that's a thing that I would know about in the 30s.
Excuse me?
You should be protecting yourself.
How old are Robin and PT again?
I'm 50 and he's 80.
85.
He's 80 many.
85, yeah, and I'm 50.
Cool.
80.
And yes, next time I do hope we find a TMNT.
Oh, yes, dude.
Except
Or a
y'all are
giant
gonna be in
rat.
fucking trouble if he's not.
I was gonna say that'd be a disaster
because you know I'm gonna make them like the first
Oh,
CGI
no, they're going to be
movie.
like the, they're going to be so
I thought you were gonna say the
beefy and
comments
horrifying,
where they
dude.
just fucking kill people
No.
indiscriminately.
Yes.
I'm something of
Oh,
a scientist
I'm
myself.
something of a scientist myself.
I can say that now, you guys. I'm
Just-
a fucking scientist.
Okay. You know what? Fun. I'll put on the mask. Okay, but
thank you.
I'm gonna watch. You stay over here.
No, I'm leaving. I'm fully leaving. This
Then-
is a bad place to be.
It's
The
not
air, the air in here is tainted. We're probably dying as we speak. I'm probably hallucinating from the gas.
Robin takes a moment to try to maybe you're right. Maybe it's best to go outside where the fresh air will help your coated lungs or something.
Yes, I agree. Let's go get Robert and let's go.
Why don't you go and I'll be right behind you. And I'll start to walk towards the door.
It's a weird order of operations, but fine. I'm trying to make sure that everyone is safe.
No, I'm healthy. Look, I don't need to brag, but I am healthier than you. Your back fell over. You know, like your back fell out of your body.
Yes, that's a good point. My back still hurts. My back hurty real bad.
Here, let me help you. Let me help you to the door, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna look at Remy and go, 1 second.
Okay, and Remy, what discussion are you having with the little
Gore
creature?
blocks.
Now?
Well, I'm trying to get him to tell me why he was in the box and what his deal is.
Okay. Well,
Where did you come from?
oh, that's a big.
Okay, but how about why were you in the box? That's a smaller question, right?
Oh, because Herb
Did-
put me back in the box like he always does. When we're done with their business,
What kind of business?
you know, when business has been low, Herb always takes me for a little spin around town just to drum up some business. You know,
What do you do on this little spin around town?
Oh, I see.
I do my little thing.
Oh no, this is very.
Am I missing something? What's happening?
Herb deserved to die. He was.
I can't say.
It was a full racket he was running.
This is a bunch of schemes. It's all schemes in
Town
this town.
full of
Nobody does an
schemes.
honest day's work in their life. It's all schemes.
Well, so you know, me and my kind, we just sometimes we can hop into certain things. We give them a little mess a little bit here, a little bit there, and then things just happen to fall apart. You know, that's my nature. I don't know what you want from me.
Okay.
He
okay.
did make PT's gun stop. Oh, yeah.
I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So you brought him some business by drumming up some new customers.
Yeah, well, you know, when everybody's stuff is working because Herb fixed it too good. You know, I just sometimes I help along. It keeps the economy going.
Yes.
Is what I've been
We
led
should
to
make all of our
understand.
cars worse and break down more often. That's a great idea.
What other interests do you have, little friend? Anything else? Any other hobbies?
No, I mostly just like to break shit and eat kids. That too.
Ooh.
Well,
But that's secondary.
Anything else satiate your hunger there, fella?
I guess sometimes people, but only if I
He
really
works for Apple. And
Okay.
Steve Jobs taking notes on Herb's process of making things forced obsolescence.
So
Yeah. Look, when I kill your friend over there, I'll probably take a little bite, but you know, it's not really the same.
okay.
You're getting. Come on.
Where is old Herb anyway?
So he is gone.
He took one of his little vacations in Sinister Village.
You could say that, but I hate to be the one to break this to you, buddy. But
Herb was a nefarious.
you're sitting down, you know.
Civil War drop.
He is on a permanent vacation at this point in his life, which is no longer happening because there is no more life.
Oh, he died.
He died.
Old age?
No.
Oh,
Horrific murder.
is it the mayor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Presumably. Hey, how do you feel about the mayor?
I don't.
That kind of sucks, right?
Went to a mechanic
It's just
shop
you and me.
upstate where
No
you can
one's
fix
listening to
every
us
car.
here, you know?
No, I'm good. I'm good on all gore blocks. Gore blocks don't.
Not
mess
a
with
man
that.
of politics, I take
No.
it. Okay. All right.
Not a political
Well,
being.
Yeah, so are you the kind to play both sides? What's your deal? What's your
Whoa.
alignment, little
Remy
friend?
is forcing people out of the closet.
You play both sides. Son of a.
I didn't say play for both teams, you ding dong.
What are you getting at?
What kind of payment do you accept? You know, like is there, you know, maybe you could ruin some cars for me too, or
I'll
ruin
some
the
cars.
mayor's day.
No.
For me? No, come
No,
on. What do
you know what?
mean?
Actually, I think maybe I should I'm gonna go to town hall, and I think just
No. Hang on. You know, you stay here, and the flasks, they are free flowing, my man. You
Oh,
know, you got all the booze you want, and you can fuck up some cars while you're at it. How about that?
that was that little that tasty big time
That tasty
big time
little
juice?
sugar water, yeah. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I did
pretty
like
tasty,
I like
right?
that. Yeah.
Well, there's more where that came from, but you're gonna have to do me a favor.
Okay.
You're gonna have to take it easy, my friend. You know,
I don't
gotta,
understand.
you can't just go around eating up all the little babies and tearing up all the machines. You know, you gotta. Sometimes you can do that, and then sometimes you gotta just chill. Does that make sense? Are you
Like you're gonna put me back
understanding
in the box.
No. Maybe like
I don't
the
have to go back
closet?
in the box.
Maybe at some point.
I don't see any reason immediate like why you should have to go. You haven't caused any problems for me yet. You know, you seem like somebody who would be capable of causing a lot of problems, but you know, it seems like you and I could be friends. So
Okay. That sounds good to me. I just need you to give me like one person a month.
can they be recently deceased?
No, I did the killing's part of it for me.
Oh,
I'll stay away from the babies, okay?
You know-
Even though they're my favorite, I'll
Well,
stay away from the babies. But I'm gonna need a full-grown adult human once a month.
well, I'm sure we can negotiate something.
Look,
I'm sure.
I'll clean up. Don't worry. You just give me a few minutes. Well, okay, it'll be closer to a few hours alone in the closet with full-grown person.
We will certainly be
Not-
addressing that another time. And that time will not be now.
Oh, cool. I'm just gonna go break some shit until you figure that out.
Wait.
then.
Okay. You know what you could do in the meantime is
I'm sorry, just some guy. I don't think we can get your upstairs neighbor.
Do what we can,
into-
but I mean,
I mean, you can put your upstairs neighbor in the show. You just have to describe them in detail.
That's true. Don't give us any full name or contact information.
Yeah.
But if the physical description, we can, I guess, put them into the.
yeah.
You were saying.
Can you switch over to someone else, man? I've been chatting a lot. I gotta do some
help.
thinking, dude.
Pass.
Come on.
No, keep going.
Robin,
you're doing the-
Robin
when
and
you-
PT.
When you're doing the multi-person reading thing in class and the teacher forgets to tell you to switch off, so you're like, I've read 4
This
pages.
was
You know,
this was
popcorn
supposed to
and
be
popcorn.
popcorn.
I want to
I'm
know.
eating all the popcorn.
I'm so full of popcorn.
I am getting PT to the front door, and I'm simply opening the front door and saying, All right, you go ahead, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
PT, dude.
All right, come out quickly though. Go get.
I, yep. Let me go get Remy, and I simply close the door on PT.
The
Quickly!
garage doors are all open because PT opened them earlier.
Yep.
Are you closing those as well? It's just you just have to go and like.
Then yeah. I mean, sure. Yeah, I will. I'll
Yeah.
go.
You're closing out your ventilation system.
at
PT,
each
what do you
one.
do while you're
You need
outside
to do-
alone? This is still after you did the whole cleanup job with the Men in Black and everything, so I believe it is like evening to nighttime.
That makes sense.
'Cause you had a whole
Oh.
cleaning montage.
Oh shit! How late in night is it?
It's early night. It's early.
Okay. Very good.
It's not. That's why I was like, oh no, wait a minute.
For anybody watching midnight, there is an unknown force that comes through, and
Midnight, yeah.
everybody has
Perfect
to
midnight.
hide inside, or something really
Or I-
bad happens.
Or I turn into a pumpkin. I.
You wish.
I'm just looking about the street to see what's afoot.
It is. There are still people walking around off in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the town is not shut down yet. It's not that late, so
Anybody I
a
recognize?
lot of people you feel like are probably walking home from Main Street.
Yeah.
Where they've been like shopping and stuff. There's still some cars out and about. The street lamps are just turning on now.
Is there anybody I recognize? Anybody I've seen before? Anybody jogging?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember
Joggers
which
in the
places
chat.
you've been and which ones you haven't been at. Yes, you see a woman with the what do we say? It's the classic like 80s like
Tracksuit.
full
like,
tracksuit
Yep. Leg
and
warmers.
like curly hair and just
Yep.
like
Is this the lady from the murder episodes?
way
Yeah,
back.
it is.
Yeah.
Just
That
comes
is-
jogging past you, and you can see she has some like weird. They look like very small, thin earmuffs
Yeah.
on, with some sort of like wiring hanging down, and being like fed into her clothes, and she just keeps like running on by you.
I just do a polite wave.
She like when she's passing by you, she does like the slow turn at you, and just keeps like running on by.
Fucking rude.
And she's gone. Robin and Renard, do you finish closing the garage doors? Do you do anything else?
I'm walking back over to Remy and Gore blocks and just. So, how's everybody doing over here?
You know,
Go ahead.
actually wait. Shoopity-boop. Did I dream that Gelnard Frugnar got murdered by the mayor? Or did that happen?
He got beat up. I don't
got-
remember if he got murdered. He definitely got threatened by the mayor, though.
Yeah, I think all the
He
stuff.
pissed off the mayor because what's his face put the byline on that news story.
Yeah,
Or-
the
or,
mayor
like,
definitely did not
included,
murder Gilnard Frog.
But he was very much not happy with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a scene where he was
There was a
like, he was like,
confrontation.
"Brr," yeah. So
Yeah, well, I think he's mostly like upset at the events of the newspaper change.
Okay.
there was a scene where like Geldnar Frugner had his head down,
Yeah,
like upset, you know, like oops, sorry, boss, as the mayor was like,
Right. Yep.
something along those lines.
Listen here, Gorebox.
Okay.
You two, Robin. Listen.
Okay.
Gorebox and I were just talking, and we are trying to strike a deal. You know, where Gorebox will
Okay.
help us out every now and then.
Super good, easy
Yeah.
deal, I think.
Yeah, and in exchange, we just have to feed them one grown human per month. Can
That's
you think
just
of
one? That's
you know,
per
what-
month.
how do you feel about? Do you like to hunt for your food?
No.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
like
guess
them
I
to
mean,
be
come on, come on.
but they have
Take
to
a
be
look.
alive.
You think I'm going hunting?
Like,
But
not
they have
exactly
to
an
be
apex
alive.
predator.
And he's
that's
like-
true.
he's-
This is
he's-
the case.
He's patting his little tummy. He's got like a little bit of a rotund belly. And he's
Jorge,
like,
all
"Come
I
on."
see is Freddy Freaker. I don't. There's nothing else I see.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, it's Freddy Freaker's body.
No,
didn't even know. For sure. I was drawing from multiple places, but
But
they all do add up
coalesced
to,
into
to
Freddy
Freddy Freaker.
Freaker.
I
Yeah.
was just thinking the Cheddar Goblin, dude.
Also
Um,
that. Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
So there's a strong gremlin base in there, obviously. It's that kind of thing. You know, that's like a whole like little template. That's why I switched up the head. And he's got longer claws than all of us.
Of course.
I was trying to think of some people that we hate, Robin, because maybe one of them we wouldn't mind if they died. But the only people that I hate are Gelnar Frognar and the mayor, and also Baggy.
Now, I don't know
And,
who Baggy is, but I don't
this
fuck
dude
with no
sucks.
mayor. I don't fuck with
Yeah.
any of the mayor's people.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll
I looked
You
up.
don't have like a
Maybe Blood knows some almost dead people that are on the brink of death.
if you had like an annoying upstairs neighbor, maybe that usually works.
We'll
Currently
okay.
not living anywhere really. So
Well,
Maybe a jilted ex-wife with some alimony payments that you don't want to be.
We'll figure something out. We'll just look. You're talking to your new, I'm going to say boss, because Remy is in
Employers?
charge of the mechanic shop now. So,
Are you running it for the mayor? And above table, if throughout this town, it's been a consistent thing that nobody wants to fuck with the mayor at all. Everybody seems to be afraid of him, and they've had a very hard time getting any information about that.
mysterious, upsetting force.
Yes,
Okay.
it's like basically been looming over them like a big bad.
There is an election coming up, though.
Sometime we better keep track of that so we don't completely miss.
You better keep track.
somebody better keep track of it.
Oh, okay. Well, do you you want to live here? How long were you in that box?
I don't know when is it now?
1930 something.
30 odd something.
1930.
The last time I was out of that box, it was the evening of March 20th, 1929.
3/20/29.
That's like right around the Great Depression, right? Is that a thing?
Did I nail it?
The
Did I-
Black
did I nail
Friday?
it?
Is that what it's called?
No, it's not Black
Thursday?
Friday.
You know what I'm talking about? Stock market crash? Anybody?
And you're
US
Black
history?
Tuesday is what you're
Ah,
looking
fuck.
for. October 24th,
Fat Tuesday?
1929
Shit.
was when it started.
and just some guy. You're not wrong. It is like known that like the elections are pretty much a sham, and that the
almost
mayor is clearly
performative.
some sort of monster who holds thrall over many creatures.
Yeah,
in town.
exactly.
So far, the elections have been a sham.
Yes, we had a previous player that was really trying to make it there, but they unfortunately had to retire. So
All right.
To death. No, I'm kidding.
What do you are okay, Gore Blocks. What do you like to do besides
eat people,
chowing down and ripping up
And breaking
cars?
stuff.
breaking
Yeah.
stuff, and now having some more of that
What, you
good
break
thinky
stuff?
juice you
Do
got
you like
there.
sleeping? Do you take naps?
Yeah, to take a nap here and there,
Do you sleep at night?
especially right after I just ate.
We get it.
Just
Are you
rubbing his
hungry
belly.
right now?
PT's
Is this
gonna
what-
start banging on the garage doors.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, is that guy I'm gonna kill? You know, he could be number one.
Nope, definitely, most
not.
certainly not going to be
Isn't
number one.
any of the numbers on your list. You
Okay,
understand?
We'll put that. We'll kick that can down the road for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let's go find you a meal.
Robin is viscerally
How
upset.
about we go out on the town and find you a meal?
Oh fuck yeah, let's do it.
Is blood the closest thing to a doctor in town?
Yeah,
Blood
he's a
is
doctor.
the only thing
He's
that is
the
a doctor.
doctor.
I'm gonna put
Does
my
anybody do
fucking-
anything about PT knocking?
I go over to the
No.
regular door and go, what?
I start miming for the mask, and then get out.
We're not dead.
And at this point,
Although
PT,
you might be, because apparently he wants to kill you because you swung at it.
I can't.
PT, you're starting to get the feeling that
The door
perhaps-
is open, by the way. I opened the door and said, what? And he's mouthing, and I'm talking, and he's
No
mouthing.
change. I can't hear you.
maybe and PT, you're starting to get the idea that maybe it isn't an MBT,
MBTM.
MBTM.
The bottom.
Just because you know that, like, if it was, everybody would already be dead. That is why you were desperate to kill it early.
Did you all take the elixirs?
I
Oh, I
pull
guess
the full elixir out of my pocket and go, what do you think?
Well, I assume you keep multiples on you at any given time.
I don't. No, I didn't take it.
How are you alive? There's no other way that you could be alive.
Hardy set of lungs. I don't know what to tell you. It's not emitting any gas.
How do you know that?
The first gas we saw. We saw it, and when it turned into gas, we saw it, and it hasn't done anything else.
Yes, it turned into gas. That part I don't know anything about. The emission, that
Yeah,
bit,
I feel
I'm
like you
familiar
could
with.
put that for a broader stroke if you don't know anything about.
Well, touche.
And just some guy.
He
They-
just countered. I see.
Just so you know, this is the kind of town where kids would be TPing a house. It is like a very small rural town, but
Little
we
town,
are-
it's a quiet village.
we do try to avoid child violence.
Although
so-
okay, I'm glad you switched to the fully grown adult thing for the once a month.
well, yeah, I mean, he's allowed to eat, like to be a baby eater. I feel like as long as we don't have him eat any babies on the show,
Not on screen. At
I
least.
think, right? That's
Oh,
how I
yes.
yeah, which is why So that is why we don't usually see children anymore, because when they're on
you
the
wanna
board,
put them in harm's way.
I will any piece that's on the board is on the board. You know, I can't protect them once they're spawned very easily, right? So we just try not to spawn them these days.
Robert, against my best intellect, I'm going to trust you, and I'm very sleepy, and my back hurts,
Yeah.
and I'm done thinking for the day.
Ooh, how about a little massage? How about
No.
I could just give you a.
That
He's
sounds-
like lifting up his little claws and
With-
doing like the
with
That
talent.
sounds
fuck you with this.
lovely. Thank you, Robert.
Freaky fucking- Yeah, just turned 18 delinquent.
Yes, we do have
For sure.
teenage 18-year-old delinquents.
Yeah, we
have
they
teens
who
they
we-
race cars over at Makeup Point.
No, not the
We've
teens.
got some freshly legal teens waiting in the
Yes.
wings at any
Yeah.
given time.
What is this? Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13s. More- I'll see myself out. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No,
Either
Corbox-
way, I actually looking outside, I realize how like dark it is, and just go, hey Remy.
Yeah.
I do the.
Oh, gore blocks. We're gonna have to wait until tomorrow. I don't know if you've known this.
The night is young.
But,
There's probably people at the
it's
bar that we
Nearly
can go hang out
midnight.
with.
It's very nearly midnight,
Like
I'm
6:30
sure,
p.m.
and I think that we should stay in.
The Gorblox like starts moving, like walks over a little bit to the open garage. No, the garage doors are closed now.
I did the regular door
Yeah,
only
yeah.
is where I'm
Yeah,
at.
start-
gore blocks. We should have a drink
I-
here. The bars, they overcharged. Here we've got all the liquor we could want. Free pouring.
Liquor?
It's that sugar water that you enjoyed
Yeah,
so much.
you got
What?
more here?
Yeah.
Where's what liquor?
Let's fucking do it.
Where isn't the liquor, my friend? You hear like a ting 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 ting. ting.
That's why the leather jacket has an armor bonus. It's not even for the leather.
That's
It's
what
the
I'm
it's
telling
there's a bunch of
you.
metal blocking
only
a bunch
It's
reason
of
I
actually
got
vegan
so-
leather. It's all the.
Blast.
The only
It's all
reason I got so
flasks.
Swiss cheese by that Tommy gun is because I finished all my flasks and tossed them out, dude.
Okay, so is the plan for everybody to stay here for the night
Yes.
and drink with Gorblox?
Yes.
I guess.
That's my plan. That's my current plan.
Does anybody have any problems with that?
I'm fine with it,
Sure.
but okay.
Cool. Then PT Sinclair, I want you to do a charm roll
Okay.
for winning over Gorblox throughout the night.
I'm very good at that.
We will skip the long conversations it will
montage
take
of it.
for you to get
Woo!
him back to like
Okay.
be back in their good graces,
Yep, that's fine.
But
The
By-
only thing I want to ask over the course of the night is, because I'm going to assume over the course of it, I'd learn about the whole herb situation in full of like
Mhm.
that sort of thing. So I'm going to be like, did he do anything when he put you back in the box, or did he just put the tape back over the box and you were?
well, so he did I got tricked every time. I'll be honest with you, it was not super consensual. I
Robin
didn't always want to
laughs
go back
every-
into the box. I I mean, who wants to be in a box? Or that box is.
I mean, I understand.
Very
Small. I'm a pretty small person, but that's a fucking tiny box.
Seems pretty cozy to me.
You want to? Oh, then why don't
No,
we
no,
get?
no, no,
I'll
no,
teach
no,
you.
no, no.
Why
I'm
don't
much
you
too
get in
big.
the
I'm much
box?
too big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remy's goal over the course of the night, by the way, is to drink less than she normally does and try and get Gorblox so wasted that he passes out. That is
Okay.
the
Fuck yeah.
intention. She does not know what else to do with this gaseous creature. Like, I cannot put him in a box. He will escape.
Hey.
I need to do
Hmm.
something. I'm
Ashen,
just gonna
thanks
get
so
him so
much.
drunk that he passes
Thank you
out.
so much.
Thank you so much, Ashnor.
We
Good
got
to see you,
you.
Ash.
With your
We got
Oh, we
Great.
forgot to
Gore
say-
blocks wins the day again.
Or
Five
fucking
months
today,
follow.
got a subscriber.
Ash, you're
Thank you for
great.
the follow, just
you.
some guy.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't see when it happened.
I got the email.
We don't see it.
Oh,
Got the email.
sweet email.
It's called an email.
So yes, gore blocks. You do roll your charm for trying to get gore blocks.
So he loves this sugar water. What are
Yeah.
you talking about, dude? This is gonna be easy.
Talking about.
Easy
Certainly not a hard
peasy,
roll,
dude.
yeah.
Yo,
It is a hard roll, but it is a hard roll.
Yes.
No,
So
but
throughout
hold
the
on.
night, and if anybody has any other questions, we can squeeze them in. But like, you do manage to get them so drunk that they pass out, and
Excellent.
they do like the sip, and like fall onto their back, like passed out, like while drinking. And as they're lying there, they just turn into that green vapor. They just like and dissipate.
Cover there?
No, they fall back, they turn into the vapor, and then they just dissipate.
What the? Okay.
I'm going back in the
I'm
fucking
going ghost.
the office, and I am
Ghost.
literally looking for anything with the words gore blocks on it, in terms of papers, in terms of fucking folders, whatever.
Remy follows Robin into the office, slumps down against the wall, puts her head in her hands, and goes, "I don't know what I have done,
You're,
but it is nothing good,
I mean,
and I don't know how to undo it. I'm so sorry, Robin. I'm so sorry, my friend."
Roll a spot hidden.
Remy.
Renard.
Robin stops for a second. Remy, did you get any of us killed? Did
Not
you did you
yet.
trigger a potentially eldritch being into collapsing an entire? It's fine. You opened a little gremlin open. It's whatever. Maybe we have to
Okay.
feed it some criminal or something. It'll be whatever. We'll figure it out. You're not. I kneel down and I just go. You are hands down the best person I've ever worked with in this job. Do not apologize if you stumble once in a while.
Remy does cackle at this, and I don't know, lights up a cigarette or something. I don't know what she would do.
What is PT Sinclair doing while they're searching the office?
Hanging with gore blocks.
Goreblocks is gone.
It's a vapor that
It's a
dissipates.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Into nothing.
Yeah, fell asleep before that happened.
It's also
Where do you sleep so this
I-
this mechanic shop is y'all's new like place. So you're gonna start setting up where's your normal sleeping place gonna be?
we
in
were
the mechanic
like
shop?
sitting, hanging,
we have a home.
and
Yeah, we
I
do.
fell asleep sitting down.
The
Like
monkey.
sitting up, fell asleep
Yeah.
where I was. Wherever we were sitting.
Where were you sitting? Just on the floor of
I-
the
Assuming,
I guess we probably
is there
got some,
one chair in
some
the
of those
whole shop?
shitty like metal fold out chairs. From
No, there's-
stores.
there's
It's like the hood of my car.
I know that
Sit on
Goreblocks
that.
was sitting on the little coveralls I folded up to make a little
Yeah.
cushion, but
Yeah.
there's the office chair in the office. There is a small like
which I refuse
two-
to touch.
2-seater couch in the office as well that was facing the desk.
Oh, so we were
There
hanging
is
out in the
a-
office then, definitely.
There are 2 cheap chairs in the mechanic in like the garage area.
I assume there's like a roller stool.
I feel like
around
we
maybe as
pulled
well.
we
Well,
pulled
okay.
like one of the chairs into the office, and we're hanging out in the office.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
PT's on the couch, just like slumped over.
Okay.
Fully sleeping.
So Robin, you rolled that successful spot hidden.
Yes.
It is. You notice that there is a painting in the office,
Hey, look at that
and it is of
painting in the.
yeah. It's like you know how teenage boys in our day and age have like the cool car poster, right? They have those. It's like that, you know. It's like
Still
that
happens.
angle of like the car coming down the road, but it is just like one of those old timey cars.
Like a Model T, just
Yeah, yeah. It's
awesome.
like that. But it's like a painting. It's not a poster. But you notice that it like you check behind it, and there
Okay.
is a vault behind it.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Yep.
What the?
What's
Is
that?
it a
It's-
like a click,
It is a click, but it is not like a giant bank vault. Like it is a little wall.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a little wall safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my
and
God.
PD Sinclair is still looking like that on the couch.
Hey.
So serene.
Oof.
What's
Okay. I simply try to open it as is. I just try to pull on the latch. Does it? Okay, good. It's locked. No, good. I'm glad. I'm glad they weren't fucking stupid and just. Or that it was
something
empty.
of a lockpick myself? Maybe I could
I mean, you
take
take
a
a crack
shot at
at
that.
it. I'm gonna go outside to the desk and I'm gonna search that to peruse in case there's any numbers somewhere on that one.
You have to pay for those.
You're looking at what?
The desk outside.
I'm
the
going into the
office.
desk and I'm gonna like rifle through the drawers of that.
Okay.
PT does jolt awake as soon as he hears a desk drawer open. He says you have to pay for those, and he says, Robert, I've counted. I know exactly how many there are. You don't take any of my elixirs. You pay for those.
I just do a thumbs up behind me. Not a drop.
Remy is doing the full like ear pressed to the like listening for the click
Got
thing.
the stethoscope.
Do you have a locksmith skill that you
Yes.
want to roll for?
Yes, I do.
Oh!
Dude, I just okay. Can I describe what I do? Okay.
In any way that you want.
Never mind. Remy puts one ear to the safe, gives it like a little knock, and then just go like knuckle crack, and then just spins it with one hand, and then it pops open.
It
Holy shit.
Boom. That was
Wow.
extreme and a critical, dude. What the fuck is happening to me?
Wild.
you do that, and it pops open, and it does that thing where several stacks of cash tumble out of it as soon as it opens. And you look inside, and there's very clearly like the books that Robin had been looking for earlier,
Nice.
and a little tome.
Oh,
There's like a
I was
little-
literally about to say, is there a spooky tome?
There's a tome.
Yes, dude.
And it has like a painting on the like a it's like the ones where there's like it's hardcover, but in the center there is like one little square that has like a picture, and it's clearly of something that's at least the same species as gore blocks. And they got sunglasses on, and they're doing like a little finger.
What
gun. And the amount of cash that is like in the safe, I will have to figure out outside of this.
Yeah.
Because money and income might become a thing for y'all if you're
Yeah.
running a business here. Like, I'm gonna figure out those
We have
numbers.
payments
All
to
our
make
money's
to
going
our
to the
Yeah, we have
lawyer.
bills to pay.
There's bills to pay. There's income that you'll be making from running the mechanic shop.
Oh my god.
Also,
You could
the
just turn this
elixir-
into a business simulator, and you'll just have to pause once a month to go collect a body.
I was about to say, I don't know if Ashworks is still in here,
Love
but
it.
I know you have skills running things. If you have any tips or tricks on making an economy and job career system, could you?
So,
Oh,
absolutely
God.
a legitimate business.
Fully
That's
legitimate business.
fucking
Yes.
awesome.
yep. So you have all that, and it is bountiful because of that critical roll. Yeah.
God.
That's such a bright green.
It's
Such a
incredibly bright.
vibrant.
They make
I was
it
fully
very
like, my
good.
confidence is not going to help. This is absolutely going to fail. And then I saw that bright green, and I was like, I don't know. I had a flashback to Neopets or something. I don't know, dude. You know, like that
That
color
good
reminds me of
Neopets?
something, dude.
We've hit a lot of 2s recently. We haven't hit a 1 in a while.
No one is rare. So
Do I get to double check mark that skill now?
there's no such thing. as a
Simply check mark.
unfortunately.
You
So-
get one check mark for the one.
Yes, you get that. I assume there is much discussion and celebration about that and money counting and everything, but then y'all sleep through the night. And
I have Remy reset the vault so that we have a combination for it that we
Nice.
know, other than just spinning and it
Hell
open.
yeah. A super secret combination.
Well, she could do that because of her locksmith skill. Like
I see.
she was able
Yeah.
to like listen and know with skill
Okay.
enough
Oh,
to spin
okay,
and know
okay,
exactly when
okay.
to do it.
So can I reset it? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna reset it.
Radical.
Yeah.
You figure out
What is the combination, and
Oh, okay.
you need to write it down.
Okay.
And if you somehow lose it, then you will not know the combination to the lock anymore.
Then I will just locksmith the fuck out of it again.
Clockwise.
Okay,
Another
so-
critical.
Clockwise 69. Counterclockwise twice 69.
Is it
Clockwise.
three numbers, right?
Yes, it's 3 numbers.
Okay, 69 for 20.
69
That's what it is now.
420. Yes.
But-
Damn, you're
but-
really, really not going to forget that one, huh?
No, I'm really not. Also, I'm literally writing it down.
Robin
Hey,
goes,
Maria, how you doing?
Hi, Maria. Thank you for your
While,
learning.
while you're in another game.
We're about
That's because we're the best.
Before you go, appreciate Remy's critical one. It was
Yes.
amazing.
Critical.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So you reset it to now the new combination is 69 for 20.
Hey, blaze it.
Nice.
Thank you. Nice. Blaze it. That's how we remember this, guys. That's how we
I
remember
don't know.
this.
Robin is viscerally,
never
if
get it.
Remy is saying that, Robin is viscerally confused about these nices and blazing it. It doesn't understand at all.
Do you now can we fast forward through the rest of the night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's in the morning. This is probably mostly just the audience seeing this. Y'all probably don't even notice this,
Yeah.
but like the fog slowly starts, like the green mist slowly starts reforming until it like very shakily becomes the solid gore blocks again. And they're like, my fucking head.
I hope not. I hope not,
We've
Maria.
received instructions. Oh no, the cat's gonna get eaten.
Any
Cat!
kids I know,
No. Trigger warning: animal.
Yeah. Click.
No, he only eats kids. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're all waking up. Goreblocks starts standing up and they're like, oh, I need some fresh air, Jesus. Goes over to the front door and has to do like a little it's like reach up and like manages to get it open. And there's a cat waiting outside. And it's one of those
Don't.
what? It's a full tuxedo cat
Okay.
with the black with the white chest.
Yep.
And Goreblocks is like, oh, delivery.
No.
Oh,
And
or
it
DiGiorno.
starts reaching for the cat and goes, meow, and it like runs past them into the garage. Now you wake up to Goreblocks like chasing a cat around the garage.
Hey.
Good. Jeez.
Hey, hold on. I'm just getting us a little breakfast. It'll be
We don't
okay.
eat.
No, I
fucking
don't.
walk
there-
over.
I don't
There-
think you have to do that. Actually,
There are animals that we do like to eat. This isn't one of them.
No, I got it. Don't
This one's
worry.
not-
I'm
no,
gonna-
no. Listen, this one's not tasty.
I
It's fine.
wait for
This
the.
one's on me.
I try to
No, no,
time
no.
the running around to basically get in the cat's way, and I try to urge it to jump up into my arms, and I go no.
It
Yes.
run. It
Dude, Robin is a
do
cat whisperer. Dude.
Animal handling.
Robert is good
Son of a bitch.
with animals. Come on.
He
He
has
had that
one
kitchen
kid.
for so long.
Still
Where
does have
is
that
animal
kid.
handling.
What has it just been in his pocket this whole time?
Pretty much. We
Use
got
your cat to talk to the other
we
cat.
got video game pockets basically.
Where is animal handling?
I think that's a D&D thing.
That's a D&D thing.
so not all skills are always like in already.
Oh, it's a 5% audit. Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
All right, fucking D100.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, runs right past you.
Oh!
Just, like, keep starting for other things. While everybody's like scrambling around trying to grab Goreblocks or the cat, there's a knock at the door. And when you all look over, you can see that like 'cause the door has like the window on the top. You can see that it is one of the night guard
Son, it's
standing at the door.
Cheese it.
And that is where we'll leave it for this
Thank
week.
you.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm not coming up with anything to do. I will sit here in silence.
I'm looking at the time and looking at me, I'm like, credits! Credits!
roll 'em.
Please!
You mean cliffhanger? So I'm like, you'll need to go through the night so I can get you a cliffhanger.
I was ready to end it on the critical. I was like, that's a good way to end
Yep.
the episode.
Yep.
Woo!
Would have been cool.
Fucking amazing.
Maybe wouldn't have
Would've been
come up
great.
with the night guard.
We'd be dealing with comedy and the night guard.
No,
Hey,
love it.
but
I
now that it's
love
a new day,
cliffhanger.
you get to heal on everything. So
Oh,
get to
that's
heal at
true.
least.
Oh, cool.
Probably don't earn.
Rad. Well,
Do
thank you.
do we just get one or do we
We can do it off screen.
Thank you for joining us for Outlaws and Old Ones. This is a
Pew,
show
pew, pew, pew.
that we do on the Outlaws Network. The Outlaws Network is a podcast network. Check out our link tree. I just did this. Our
Right there.
we had. Is it right
It's
there?
right there.
Nice.
There, it's
Oh,
there
there we go.
again.
There's a link.
Check out our link
Yo.
tree. That's where you can find all the podcasts on the Outlaws Network. There's my podcast, Downtime with John and Emily. That's me and my sister's podcast that we've been doing
Wow,
since 2016.
yours and not you.
Hey, look,
and your
Downtime
kid.
never goes first.
No, I was saying.
Oh,
you
that's not
said-
what you were
You
commenting.
said yes. I was commenting on how you called it your podcast instead of you and your
And my
sister's
sister.
podcast.
Yeah, it's me and my sister's
It
podcast.
goes first on our show, John.
On your I didn't tell you to do that. Thank you, by
That's
the
true,
way.
but you.
Well, thank you.
We thank
you so much,
I love you.
You can check out The Bloody Stream, which is a brand new podcast on the Outlaws Network. It's a horror movie podcast by
Brand new. We
Jorge.
already have 32 episodes.
Yeah, we're
Jorge.
old.
Hey.
32 episodes
What are
over
you doing?
over the course of like 40 days, which is
Yes.
just fucking
Yep.
Oops.
wild.
Oops, all episodes.
So check out the Bloody Stream. It is a brand new podcast, but there's a lot of it, so check it out. And then you can also find the first season of this show, Outlaws and Old Ones, which is very, very fun and lovingly edited and beautiful. And there's a lot of sound effects and like fun old advertisements from like 30s radio shows. It's very, very cool and very fun to hear that like all beautifully produced. So go check that out. That's all at the link tree. And then there you can also find social media accounts for all the shows. So go and follow those on your favorite platforms. And then there's also a tip jar at that's our Ko-fi account. If you would like to donate some of your cash to this weird cause, you can do that. If there is a
Money,
particular
please.
show on the Outlaws Network that you want to donate money to, that is a network-wide tip jar. So in the little comment section, just make sure to write the property that you would like to donate to, just so those funds get put towards the shows that you listen to and appreciate the most. Thank you.
Yep. And with that,
Wait. Did we thank our music and art folks?
Cool.
Wow. Oh shit, we haven't done that in a long time.
Ethan Gus
Sorry,
season.
friends.
Some Point Sound.
Also-
SomePointSound.com, I think.
Does all of the music that you hear, the intro
So good.
theme, also all the music on the podcast, also like when we're on a break or at the beginning when we're like stream starting soon, all that shit's Ethan, dude.
Ethan from
Oh,
Some
that's
Point
just good.
Sound composed all of that music just for us. Just an incredible artist. If you look at our social links right above in chat, you can go to their Twitch account at Some Point Sound. That's a two-man audio company. They do really, really great work. So go check out their Twitch channel, and you can find all their links there as well. All the artwork that you see, this little like postcard for greetings from Auroraboro, and then all of the character art, all of that stuff, that's all done by Joe Leib, who goes by Wormtongue on Twitter. You can check out, he has a Twitch as well. That's Kaplutnik. You can see that up there as well. Go check that out. All of our
Hey.
emotes was done by Happy Capster, a lovely content creator.
Yes.
Go check them out. They have got an amazing Twitch channel that I love to frequent, and to follow them on Twitter as well.
And they're in a game right now.
And they're in a game right now. And do we have anything else? I don't. There's no one I see online that I'm not feeling particularly inspired for a raid. So sorry.
You kids were just saying this out loud.
I mean, look. Usually,
We just
I'll
go.
do it if
We're
there's
just
tired.
leave.
If there's like
Okay.
someone who I have like a rapport with, who like I'm
Jorge,
friends
take us
with,
out.
we'll do it. But
there's
not a lot of people online.
Have been your keeper, Jorge.
I have been Shannon as Remy McSquemmy.
I have been your Brian as Robin Renard.
I've been John as the world famous P.T. Sinclair.
See you later, fuckers.